Guys, welcome back to Math on Target, and in this video we are going to solve numbers, and this is part 3 of the past papers. So this is probably our last part, and we'll end this chapter by today and in this video, and from tomorrow we'll start a new chapter, which is everyday mathematics, as math is useful in every day. But today we are ending this number from this past paper topical book, which has question till 2007 till 2021. So let's move on. So as you know, this is our last part of numbers, and today we'll end it. So we will go through advanced and more difficult questions. So now question number 1, which covers two part A and part B. So part A says 5 upon 7 minus 2 upon 3. And part B says 1 whole 1 upon 5 divided by 2 whole 1 upon 3. So firstly we'll solve the first part. So the first part solution goes here, which is 5 upon 7 minus 2 upon 3. So we'll take the LCM, and the LCM would be 21. So 7 threes are 21 and 3 sevens are 21. So we'll do the same up here. So 5 threes are and 2 sevens are. And now we'll solve 5 multiplied by 3, that is 15, minus 2 into 7, that is 14. So upon this is 21. So 5 minus 15 minus 14 upon 21. So this would be 1 upon 21, and this is our answer. And for part B, part B is a bit trickier but easy to understand. The question is 1 whole 1 upon 5, 1 upon 5, and which is divided by 2 whole 1 upon 3. So as we know, if we have to open this fraction, the first thing we have to do is make it in a two-digit fraction or a simple fraction, which would be 5 ones are 5 plus 1 6. So 6 upon 5. So the denominator is always the same. Let me tell you again, 1 into 5, then 5 plus 1. So this would be multiplied by this and would be add by this 1. Same goes here. The divide sign would be the same, and 2 would be multiplied by 3, that is 6, then add 1, so that is 7. So 6 upon 5 divided by 7 upon 3. So now we have to change this divide sign to the sign of multiplication. So this 7 upon 3 would be reciprocal, and we will do 6 upon 5, and this divide sign would change into multiply sign, and 3 upon 7 would be here. Now we'll multiply this by this and 55 by 7. So 5 by 7 is 35. So 35 would go on denominator, and 6 into 3 is 18. So 18 would go on numerator. So and we have done question number 1, and now let me tell you from which paper and from which year this question is. So this question is of 20. This question is June 20th. This question came in P1, and it came in 2010, and it came in P1, and this is question number 2. So you can easily find it in the book. I'll give you the link in description from which book I am doing these questions. This is a very helpful book. So the next question which we are having is of November 2010, and it is of P1 and question number 2. So this was of November, and the previous question we did was of June to July paper. And the question is evaluate 6.3 divided by 0.09. So as we know, we if we want to divide, the easy way is make it in standard form, or there is a second way as well, which I am teaching you right now. Is we have to get rid of this decimal. So the answer would be 63 upon 10. 63 upon 10. When we'll get rid of this decimal, it would be easy for us to divide, and the divide sign would be remain the same. And 0, there are two decimal places, so the answer would be 9 upon 100, as the decimal will move two places forward, and here it will move one place forward, that's why we wrote it 10. And here it will move two places forward, that's why we are writing it as 100. So the second thing is, as we all know, for division it is easy to multiply instead of divide, so we'll turn this 63 upon 10, and this divide sign would be changed into multiply, and 9 upon 100 would be reciprocal, so it would be 100 upon 9. Now it would be easy for us to divide, uh, uh, or instead we can multiply easily, so it would be 63. Now two zeros would be add, as it is multiplying by 100 upon 90, and this 0 would be cancelled by this, and 9 ones are, and 9 seventies are, is 630. So the answer would be 70, simply. So this question came a lot in past paper, and students did mistakes in these type of question. These type of questions are easy but a bit difficult to understand. So keep in your mind, whenever a question comes like this, so you have to get rid of this decimal or make it in standard form. And remember, these questions always come in P1. So the part B is on your screen right now. It was difficult to write it, so I'm showing it on your screen right here. So you can just check here the question, and we are moving to the solution. So the question is, find the decimal number that is exactly halfway between 3.8 and 4.3. So we have to add 3.8 and 4.3, because we need the number which is between 3.8 and 4.3, exactly a halfway between 3.8 and 4.3. So first of all, we'll add 3.8 plus 4.3. We'll add 3.8 by 4.3, and we'll get the answer, which would be 8.1. 8.1. And now we'll divide it by 2 to get the exact number, which is halfway between of 3.8 and 4.3. So the number would be 8.1 divided by 2, so the answer would be 4.05. This would be half and 1 would be half, so it would be 0.5. So 4 upon 4.05 would be the final answer. So let's move on to the next question. But before that, you can see that the 4.05, you can recheck it by doing this 4.05 and 3.8 and 4.3. These two number, um, this 4.05 is the number which is exactly between 3.8 and 4.3. You can cross check your answer by seeing this, that 4.05, is it exactly between 3.8 or not. So 3.8, it is after 3.8 or greater than 3.8, and it is lesser than 4.3. Or you can write it like this as well, like for just clearing your doubts about it. So 3.8, 4.05 and 4.3. So 4.05 is greater than 3.8 and 4.3 is greater than 4.05. So now let's move to the next question. So now in the next question we are given with 1 upon 5, which is greater, n is greater than 1.5 and n is lesser than 1.4. So now we have to find the decimal value which satisfies this inequality. Like now, or in easy words, we have to find out the value of n which satisfies this inequality, that n is greater than 1.5 and lesser than 1.4. So let's do this question. So firstly, we'll turn 1 upon 5. So let me tell you before that it is a paper 1 question and no calculators allowed, and this question is from May June paper 2010. May June paper 2010, and this is question number 8 of the paper. So 1 upon 5, we'll first turn 1 upon 5 into decimal, that would be 0.2, and now write n, and now 1 upon 4 into decimal, that would be 0.25. So now we want a number which is greater than 0.2 and lesser than 0.25. So we can just simply we can add zeros in any number after decimal. So we can make it 0.20 and this is 25. Now we want any number which is greater than 20 and lesser than 25. So n could be 0.21 comma 0.22 comma 0.23 and comma 0.24. So these four values can satisfy n, but if it is no problem, if you just write even one, you will get full marks for it, as this question don't consist of a lot of marks. It is a 1 mark question, and but many students lose their marks in these type of simple question. So this is the end of the video. We'll see you later in tomorrow's video with a new topic and a new video, and we'll start everyday mathematics.